Hey, welcome folks. This is Rick Gabrielly of Scarsdale Dental Spa and Wellness. And I'm with a good friend today and business partner, Christina Heike of New Decision Therapy. And Christina, welcome to to our little interview.
Hi, Rick. So nice to be here with you.
Great to have you.
Waited for this for quite a while. That's beautiful that we can do it.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit. This is going to go out not only to our audiences, but certainly to my patient base in the spa and all of the people we talk to at events who ever click on links that we put out in any social media and stuff. So tell us a little bit about what you do and like what really gets you fired up.
I'm a speaker, a trauma specialist, a holistic health expert, teacher, and artist. So I'm actually loving the multifaceted work and integrative work.
Wow.
I'm passionate about synthesizing science and spirituality to really bring people into their optimal health, physically, mentally, spiritually, so that they can share their gifts with the world and live a happy life.
Sounds beautiful. What an amazing bunch of skills that you have. And how did you gather all these things? I mean, what came first? Where did you start?
What came first? Well, what came first was that I went to my first yoga class when I was 12. And with 18, I became a yoga teacher. And from I had to deal with my own emotional and also physical pains. And that made me look for alternatives to help myself. And so whatever, I looked into yoga, reflexology, meditation. I became a naturopath. All the things that helped me, I went out and learned.
Wow.
And which brought me then to New Decision Therapy, which is the core method I'm using now to release trauma. And mind you, trauma doesn't have to be like a huge, terrible thing. We all collect small traumas in the course of our lives, especially in our childhood, because there's just an imbalance in the parent-child relationship. Like there will be always some boundaries hit, and a child might go, "Oh my God, if life is like this is not cool," and it creates blockages on a cellular level. And Decision therapy can release them.
I'm thinking about dentistry. Obviously, we're talking a little bit about the dental spa and wellness center. And so, one of the things we try to do is cater to phobic patients to help them overcome and, break some of the chains of past dental trauma. So give us an example how you may be able to address that. So let's say someone came to you and said, "Look, I'm having a hard time doing this thing in my life." I use the example of going to the dentist, but I'm sure it could be a lot of things that are either stopping us or holding us back, sometimes unknowingly. But how do you get to, what do you do to get to the first step with this person to try to find out what the block is, what the hurdle is?
Very good question. Yes. The first thing, of course, is the connection and the relationship and trust and safe space we're creating together, which is beautiful. The second step is really the New Decision Therapy technique, which uses muscle testing, applied kinesiology, to ask the body, because the blockages are on a cellular level in the body. That's our emotional memory. It's not just here, it's the whole body experience. So the muscle tests help us to find the point in time, when it happened, the people involved, the emotions involved, and then we go in front of the mirror, and I guide my clients through a process of forgiveness, letting go, and loving acceptance that flushes out the blockage.
Okay.
It actually, that's why it's called New Decision Therapy, instead of the decision back then where we were like, "Oh no, if it's like this, I don't want it." We go like, "All right, I'm ready. I'm ready to feel safe. I'm ready to love myself and accept myself fully," whatever it is. I'm just giving an example. And that will create a new strength in the whole system.
Mm-hmm.
And it will flush out, phobias.
So it's almost like there's some sort of repatterning or reprogramming going on in us to get us past what occurred and to create this new decision, which I love the name. I love that. How was this, when was this science created? And
it's developed 35 years ago by Kandis Blakely, who has died by now, unfortunately. She was a psychologist and also worked with chiropractors and so on. That's how she integrated all these different aspects. There are also acupuncture points that we hold integrated. There's a lot integrated in that technique. And she herself actually called it psychosurgery. I find it a little, because I'm not a fan of surgery, but like I think it's very like, because it goes laser beam in. It's like I don't have like in talk therapy, you know, we're like exploring many avenues. That's not how this works. It's like really a laser beam into the blockage that's most ready and important to be released in order for our next step.
Sounds like a straight line to me.
It's a very straightforward technique, and it goes very deep, very fast. Mm-hmm. And the beauty is, people ask me, oh, isn't that too heavy? Isn't that like the work to, it's like, no, because I know that whatever comes up will be released. Mm-hmm. And the person goes out and is relieved.
Terrific. Yeah. Is there, if, you know, for everyone watching, what can they expect in terms of the length of a session, the length of the actual therapy from, you know, first day? You know, is there any homework involved? Tell us a little bit about what it really feels like and looks like to start, and then, you know.
Yeah. Amazing question. Big question. There are varieties of how you can do this. Like I had it, give you an example to give more texture. I had a client coming with a writer's block. She was writing her PhD through this block since half a year, couldn't continue. She had one session and finished it through this. Wow. And that's what she wanted. She didn't want to clear everything out. I have clients who are signing up for half a year or a year to work with me to really deeply clear out all their blockages and collect a toolkit of yoga, meditation, dance, arts, the wonderful Beamer. That's where we're connected with Rick to integrate a variety of tools to sustain them when they have released all the blockages, to be able to maintain their balance as much as possible.
Cool. And how, we love toolkits. Obviously, we love to get tools. How much work is involved for the person who comes to you, and how much is being done with you together? Can this be done both in person, and we're on Zoom right now? Can it be done on video or on the phone, that kind of thing, so remotely?
Excellent, yes. So I'm the first one having developed this for remote use. So yes, I work with clients all over the world, and it works beautifully. I have a client in New Zealand, or work Texas, London, Germany. Yes, in person or remotely. And the main work happens in the session. The session is about an hour long.
Okay.
And I ask people to block out an hour and a half just to be able to accommodate if, you know, things are coming up. Okay. Length of session. Okay, homework. It depends on what you want to do. If you really just want to come for the sessions, that's possible. What I encourage people to do is integrate tools. So I would give bite-sized, quote-unquote, homework to, and if it's just like start with a 5-minute meditation in the morning. Start with one breathing exercise. Okay. Start with making it a point to go around the block for 10 minutes every day. Small things. Yeah. And then depending on the person, you know, we can make this as elaborate as we want to. But it's really for the person to tap and reconnect with themselves, tap into their creativity, into their love for themselves, and be in the joy.
Oh, that's great. I love that. So how can people connect with you, Christina, if they want to find you?
They can find me via my website, New Decision TherapyNYC.com.
Okay.
Or they can connect with me via phone, 646-920-5827. And we can set up a first meeting via Zoom or in person and connect and see how we plan our work together.
Perfect. It sounds great. Thank you for sharing with us. And people, I know this lady. She is amazing on so many levels. You do want to know her, and you do want to know her work, but you really want to know her as a person, because she's just incredible mom and business person, and just a gift to all of us. So thank you for joining me today, Christina.
Thank you so much, Rick. And, thank you for being my friend. I treasure you.
You too. Have a good day.